Hello, my good friends, and welcome back to One Credit Classics. Welcome to episode 60, to the start of season 4, and it is time to head back to 1985 for an achievement run. That's right, it's the NES, it's Gradius, it's No Death. Big shout outs on this one to my boy McKeel for the inspiration to get this cleared done. And on a recent trip to Japan, I hammered this game to pieces on the 3DS XL whilst listening to the Kane and Rinse podcast. Get involved, it'll change your life. Gradius itself was developed and published by Konami and was originally released as a coin-op in 1985. The series ran for a long time, but this version sees us control the Vic Viper through a whole host of tough levels. You've got a power meter at the bottom of the screen to empower your craft with different weapons and features, and it gets crazy in a hurry. Now, the arcade version was released outside of Japan under the title of Nemesis, although later releases kept the title. Ports of Gradius were also done for the, take a deep breath, Amstrad CPC, Commodore 64, Microsoft Windows, MSX, NEC PC 8801, Famicom, NES, PC Engine, Virtual Console, Sharp X1, Sharp X6 8000, mobile phone, Sega Saturn, PlayStation, and the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Oh, the game went to number 2, incidentally, on the Spectrum, behind Feud in the sales charts. If any of you ever played that, fantastic Spectrum game that. You played like a wizard and you had to do kind of spells and stuff to blow another wizard up. It was phenomenal. I have missed this so much, I can't even begin to put into words what this whole thing kind of means and how good it is. The fact that it's Wednesday dinner time, or it's Wednesday wherever you are, and we're watching these videos and I'm putting together. I've got so much good content for you people. I've got videos, 2 videos a week now, so one on a Wednesday, one on a Saturday, and I'm just really excited. I'm going to do a long play this season yet again. Still working on that at the moment, trying to iron out the kinks. Thanks to everybody who's got involved with the Amazon affiliate scheme. There is a link in the description box below. Basically, if you go on Amazon, save that link, and whenever you shop, the channel will get a small percentage kickback, and it doesn't cost you anything extra to do, and it doesn't change your Amazon experience either. Shout outs to the illustrious 14 who bought the t-shirts, the One Credit Classic t-shirts. We'll be getting some more merchandise made soon, probably February time, whenever he's got a bit of money, because everyone's skint after Christmas, right? I know I am. Probably looking at some hoodies potentially, so I think that'll be quite a cool thing to do. And yeah, we're going to keep doing the same thing, which is beat really obscure and sometimes not so obscure, really tough games. Who else does this? Do you know what I mean? It's what we do every week. And what we're going to do today is just blow a massive amount of shit up. Let's do it, shall we? Right, let's do this. Jeez. Right, you are painfully slow at the start, so I'll take that. Do you know what? What I'm going to do is a cool cookie little Easter egg that I found on a forum. I'm going to say I found it out because I didn't. What you need to do is get up to the question mark and then don't get any more power-ups. And what you need to do is you need the 4th digit on your high score to be a 0, right? So now it's a 0. I'll collect that other one and take the power-up. And what you find is I've got a faster rate of fire, which is quite cool. So normally if you hold the fire button down, you get like a standard kind of rate of fire. You see it with lasers and stuff. But with this, what you get is a much faster one on the standard, which is so cool. And it's such a cookie little Easter egg. I kind of love that stuff like that even exists. Right. Yeah, stay up here. It's funny. The funny thing with this game, right, is that this opening start bit is kind of tougher than you'd think, because you haven't got any power-ups. No, I could have done that with being a power-up. You really do need to spend as much of this game as possible from behind a shield. Really, there we go. We'll get that option. Oh, come on. I'll leave it. Because what you need to do is you can have a maximum of 2 options on this. Now on the arcade, if I remember rightly, you can have a maximum of 4. So boss here, what I'm going to do, or a little kind of interlude bit, I'm just going to nip here and hopefully let my missiles take the bulk of the bombs out. As you can see, you're making a lot of the increased firing rate, which is quite handy. It's still not as fast as if you're using an auto fire. I've seen auto fire runs on this. It's just fairly ridiculous. The firing rate's absolutely stupid. Stuff gets killed straight away. So boss time. Quite simple, this one. You can wait basically here, just inch a little bit. What you need to do is wear those little things down and you'll get them in the middle. There we go. Right, back again. Here we go. Oh, shit. Let's get another option, I think. Or shall I, do you know what? Actually, yeah, it probably makes sense to get a shield. The shield will take. You can get hit basically from most places. Like I don't know if somebody shoots you from behind. Do you still get still lose your shield? I'm not 100%. Oh shit! I'm not 100% sure, but it does take a couple of hits, kind of 4 or 5, which is handy. The key to surviving late game, because of just how many bullets are on screen, is to almost sacrifice a shield when you've got full power. In terms of when your power meters all the way up to the, you've got the shield selected, but you can't select it. So can you see there at the bottom, like the shield icon doesn't exist because you've already got a shield on. So if this shield was orange, which means you've got 1 hit left, and I had it over that power up, it'd be wise for me to find a bullet here, one of the last bullets, take it, and then refresh my shield because I'll take that later as well. Because here, what you find is it's very easy to recollect. Power-ups, and then you're back to the start again, and shield obviously takes a while to kind of work out. Right. Laser really quite good on this. Not as good as it is on the arcade. The arcade, you've got this big, wonderful kind of sweeping lasers. Right, I just need to dodge here. It's about... There we are. Come on. If you go around in this pattern, it's kind of clockwise pattern, you can generally take them out before they become a real problem. Come on, now that was slick, wasn't it? Tell me you're not all over that. Right. What now? Oh yeah, another boss. Same one as before, but he's a bit faster. But with this weapon, you'd probably tell, I'll have to make microscopic adjustments. There we go, you see? Rinsed. Oh, that iconic music. Right, now what? See, we're at that point now, power-ups wise, where it doesn't really matter. It's worth trying to build another shield, really. As you can see, there's just a lot more bullets on screen. See, now here, for example, I need to... Shall I hit that? Yeah. And then get my shield again. Oof. Now, these things are hard. There's a bit with a lot of them later on. And the iconic Easter Island heads, which somehow feature quite a lot in these games. You see them later on in Gradius quite a lot, and similar games of that ilk from Konami. A strange thing, really. A strange cultural thing to kind of latch onto, but cool nonetheless. Right, can I... Let's have a look. See, I might be able to get him before he can get a bullet off. Yeah, just about. That's it, up and over again. I'm not going to get him though. Right, wait here. Go, go, go. Let's try and missile this one. Right. There we go. No, I'm alright here for a bit. Sod going in there. It's a right tough run through there. It's a lot easier to stick here at the top bit. I ain't got a choice now, however. I've just got to pick me spot. Go. Did alright there. Right. Just the bit I was on about at the start. Yep. That's the good thing about having all these lasers and having this increased rate of fire. Like, if you get a lock on them, generally you can absolutely rinse them before they get the chance to do too much damage. Come on. There we go. Boom. Happy with that. And this cat again. And what you find here is he'll go at a more unusual angle. So, like, he might stop and then go down all of a sudden, or jolt a little bit. Looks like I've got him locked on a fairly... That wasn't too bad actually at all, was it? What he can do there is just jolt and go all kinds of crazy. Right. Oh, hidden level. Quality. Now, there's a thing to this. I haven't really read about it, but you don't always get this level with the flying, rotating Easter Island heads. Which is basically just a little interlude of dodging. Strange, but quite coolly strange at the same time. As you can tell straight away now, as we get into the harder levels, enemies just shoot bullets quicker. Yeah, I'll get rid of them. What am I like shield-wise? See, the problem is, with this, it's working out how many shots, because there's no differential from levels of blue in terms of your shield. So, like, it's just blue until you take enough hits for it to have one more, and then it's, like, orange, and then you're like, oh, okay, now it is. So I might have a full shield here. So there's really no point in eating a load of bullets for the sake of it. Now, these... Oh, God, this thing. The crazy thing with this is, what you'll find is, it's quite a bit of slowdown. Especially with the two-arm ones. Because the game just really struggles. And that, ironically, makes the whole process easier. Especially this bit of kind of threading the needle a little bit. Or, to be honest, with some of them, I mean... You don't even have to. I just about got through that. See, that would have been... The problem is, though, as well, when it comes out of slowdown and then all the bullets speed up again. Like... Yeah, see, like that last one, if I didn't have a shield on, could have easily clipped me that. I died loads of times like that on the way to Japan. Absolute bollocks. Come on. Right, yeah. In a funny kind of way, the ones with one arm are kind of a bit harder somehow. Because, like, they're more inclined to kind of shield the actual middle bit. Whereas these ones, the ones with two arms, will always kind of leave them out like that. There always seems to be more of a path to get to the middle bit with these ones. And the fact of the intercrossing bullets doesn't really do much when it's all slowed down. Right. Boss, which is like a load of these that just advance. But luckily enough, they ain't too smart. Come on. Oh. Come on. That's solid. I'm happy with that. Another one of these. Look. Is he following it? Yeah, he's following a fairly straight path. As you can see now, with the lasers and the two options, it becomes a lot easier. The bosses. Just a lot easier in general, really. The lasers really stay to your weapon of choice until you get to the last level. And when you get to the last level, it becomes apparent that the double shot is in fact the best one on the last level. Simply because there's a lot of stuff on... It's like a narrow corridor type thing. And there's a lot of stuff on the ceiling. Right. Oh, fuck. Right. There we go. Take that. Make out like that was on purpose, yeah. And then we'll try and get the... shield at the top. Now this level is pretty tough, and the next one's pretty tough as well. It's good to have. The options make this a lot easier. See, those turrets are awkward because they're not really on... Because the bullets, your like missiles will follow the terrain unless there's like an upwards thing. Come on. Right, I need to focus a bit here. I mean, I can leave that there, because those bullets can't get through straight up. Oh, shit. Not too bad. Right. I think we're alright here, just about. See how many power-ups are at this late stage of the game. Now, what I need to do is... There we are. Now from here, what should happen is the rapid-fire rate of all these lasers and both the options should basically mean that no bullets can get through while I'm hitting him. And look at my score going up here. Sick. But yeah, there we go, you see. That is one boss that the rapid fire little Easter egg thing does make a rapid fire upgrade, so to speak, does make a bit easier. Right, I need to change out here. I'll get that. Just because the whole level's like this. And I also need to keep collecting though, because I need to keep my shield in order. Because there's just bits in here with so many bullets. You can see why now I need that double shot, because there's a lot of situations like that. This the last level on this loop anyhow. Right, Jesus. God. See, this is where it gets hard. Right, if I can hit a bullet, is it? There you go, take that. Right, that's what I meant, you see. That's as good a demonstration as you'll see of that kind of shield sacrificing, so to speak. You've just got to have it. You've just got to have your shield whereabouts where you need it. Jesus Christ Almighty! I don't need this. Shield back on. Come on. Long-time fans of the show might have heard my little dog going a bit crazy there. Bless him. He probably don't like this either. In fair, it is quite stressful. I don't blame him. Right, where to now? Where to now? Is this the end? Oh shit! Get through! Get through! Holy fucking shit! What do you think that is? That, my friends, is Gradius without dying. You don't have to do anything here. Do you know what I mean? I could go make a cup of tea. Oh, I've been stuck in this for fucking weeks. Absolutely weeks. Jesus Christ, it still doesn't seem real. Oh, fuck. Congratulations. Right. God almighty, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, we're gonna play it again, aren't we? Of course we're not. I'm gonna, Jesus Christ, I'm losing my train of thought and everything. God, I need like a big long outro, but I can't do it while I'm like trying to die on Gradius. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop recording here. I'm gonna say thank you very much, and then like R-Type, I'm gonna record another bit at the end while I'm trying not to die on this ridiculous rerun. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're back. Another kind of insight into that. I had a horrible feeling that I hadn't pressed record at the start of that. God, I've been stuck on Gradius for so long, like since about September, realistically. But this is kind of what we do in it. I'm pretty sure it loops infinitely. That was a good performance, wasn't it? I mean, I'm happy with that. Should you say that about your own stuff? It's a bit, I don't know, you always feel a bit like, it's the most British thing ever, isn't it? Like, being like, oh, am I being a bit arrogant for saying I've done really well in a game? I beat it without dying. I beat a NES game from the 80s without dying. Yeah, it is pretty good, to be honest. Jesus Christ, it's stressful, that is. It's so easy to die. And if you're watching this, my boy McKeel, like, just do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're seconds away from a good clear like that. Put a bit of time in, my friend. You'll absolutely smash it. Trust me. But yeah, God almighty, this is what we do, innit? You bring us your old video games and we beat the shit out of them. I'd recommend this. It's an awful lot of fun. I played the version on the... I played the arcade version back in the day, actually, as it happens. I was never very good at it. I never played the NES version. And I played it on the... like I say, on the 3DS XL. I found a lot of the games that I can download on that are really good for kind of plane journeys. So for my other job where I travel a little bit, as I said, I was lucky enough to have a trip to Japan in September, and we didn't fly direct. We flew via Abu Dhabi, I think, or Dubai, somewhere like that. Abu Dhabi, I think it was. So it was like 6 hours-ish to Abu Dhabi, and then like 9.5 hours to Japan. So I had a lot of time to play Gradius, really, and listen to, once again, as I said, listen to the boys at the Kane and Rins podcast, who, the premier video gaming podcast, if you do like all things like that. You should check them out. I'll stick a link in the description box. They're very good people. But yeah, this is just what we do, and I can't say how much it means to a simple human being like me to be able to put out a video on a Wednesday, and to really hope that you people enjoy it, because I've had an absolute ball doing this. And I don't know, you just you keep watching them, and I'll keep making them, alright? And then it never has to stop, and that's the simple joy in all of this. At no point does this have to stop. But this video, however, has to stop now because I've run out of tea. So I need to get some more tea. Also, shout outs to everybody who's got in contact in between seasons. Shout outs to the illustrious 14 who bought the t-shirts. And more than that, shout outs to my lovely wife for keeping our two dogs now, as we fostered another one, quiet during this recording. Although little Bertie, the new chap, did go a bit mental on the last level, but fair play to him. It's stressful at the best of times. And also shout outs to my wife for making me a cheesecake, which featured both Toblerone and Ferrero Rocher. So if this season abruptly stops, I've probably had a stroke, alright, because it's just the nicest thing in the entire world. I mean, you have to sleep after it. Maybe she's put something in it, I don't know. Apart from 2 tubs of Philadelphia, a load of double cream. It's in a lasagna dish as well, do you know what I mean? It's the biggest cheesecake I've ever seen. Anyhow, it's not one credit cheesecakes. Although, let's be honest, I couldn't one credit that even if I wanted to. It'd be about 8,000 calories, do you know what I mean? I'd have to have like a week off work. But that's not... that's by the by. This has been yet another fun project. Surprisingly difficult, to be honest. I love starting with a no death, and I thought to myself, I'll tell you what else I did. The classic mistake of progress running it for ages on the plane, getting home and having one crack at it, no death in it first time, and not recording it. I mean, when am I going to learn? When am I going to learn not to be a complete dickhead like that? Who knows? Right, I'm going to go. You take very, very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you on Saturday in a few short days for yet another episode of One Credit Classics. Take care.